Good evening, everybody. And they say in Yiddish that you can't the oilam is guess of the simcha. How smaller the people and less people is, it's more excitement. So basically, we came tonight together for an interesting title. The title tonight is politics, and I just looked at myself and said, "What do I have with politics?" I never cross politicians, and really never have political views about anybody because it's not my profession at all. So I understand that it's not politics, but it's how we should think, and how people who are Torah people, Yidden, Torah people think about the current events and the happenings in the world, especially in America. And how do we have to grasp this? What does it mean to us? Whatever we see around us. In a world that the last few years since the technology came out, we're all in the merry-go-round 24/7. It's like everything keeps on running around our eyes. People don't even remember what they have to do. Before eating, after eating, just the middle eating. No one knows what they're doing now. And I'm supposed to go, I'm supposed to come, I'm coming, I'm going. People are completely in a carousel a whole day. They see news and just skip it and don't even know what they're reading. Until something strikes them. Earthquake, 5,000 dead, 50,000 dead. Then that they start listening. 5,000 too little. News became so, so uninteresting if it's not bombastic, something special has to happen, assassination. Assassination just takes you a few minutes or two till you close your eyes and you keep on going. Well, the last news that hit us all and kept us all excited was the news about the election of a president, Donald Trump. It kept the world in shock and excitement, anger. Everybody had a different opinion on him, personal opinion, political opinions. And the world was stunned. Stunned, they called it in all the press, all over the world, that Donald Trump was elected. So obviously, it meant something for us, because everything that Gemara says, Kol ma shesisi and shisi b'Yisrael Yisrael. Everything that I do for Klal Yisrael. I build bridges, tunnels. Anything I build, I do. Everything is done for Yiddish Kinder. So we had the new train going in an hour. We reach from France to London. It's because you didn't have to travel quick. Some people make money in the interim. Some you didn't have to make panos in the interim. But that's the main thing to see. So we understand that such a big event is made for the Yidden. So we have to take our time and think, what does it mean for us? So we find in the Torah, and I think that a lot of people emphasized it, that the week that he got inaugurated was the week of Yukim Melech Chodesh. No. What is the Melech Chodesh? Ashel Yudas Yosef. And Rashi speaks about it, and all Rishonim, Mechonim, what Ashel Yudas Yosef, what Yukim Melech Chodesh, what it's all about. But as I commented one of the Shabbosim, that we Jews, we Yidden, we do everything as the whole world does. We eat, we drink, we sleep, we go for a walk, we get married, we make simchas, we do everything. There's such a different. Whatever we Yidden do, we do it with kedusha, with tahara. We made a preparation for it. We made a bracha. We walk in the street, lightning. Baruch Atah Hashem Lekeim B'chol. Oiseh Maaseh Bereishis. You can see whatever it does. Shekoichik Wusam Thunder. Shekoichik Wusam Mulay Olam. It wasn't just a lightning and a thunder. It was for us to make a bracha. And the Gemara explains, why did the Moshe make thunders? Liyashek mimin shebelev, to straighten out your heart, to purify your heart, to give you a shock wave. As you know when anybody had a relative that had a heart attack, and they give him a shock to wake him up. Hashem gives a shock, a thunder, wake up. It's a wake up call. And there's where we have, when we go to eat, Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam asher kiddushani b'mitzvoseh v'tzvoni al netilas yadayim. We're going now, washing our hands with preparation to this. We can eat a sandwich, chew it in, but we can also we don't chew sandwiches. We sit down by the table, we put it down and make a bracha, Baruch Atah Hashem, thank you for giving me now this meal. So everything that happens to us is surrounded with kedusha and tahara, and we have a preparation for it, and bring in Hashem in whatever we do. If we do anything but it's related to marriage, we make a chuppah and kedushin. Asher kitchunim mitzvoseh v'tzivoni al haroyes v'usaloni es haroyes hitunis arises and asiyas. Make it a marriage. It's a marriage. It's not. We met. We did it. It's a marriage. It's v'kedusha v'tahara. This is a yid. Vayokam melech chodosh. Paroi kenap said, Ashidas Yosef. Yosef is midas yisod. Yosef is a symbol from Yosef. The end from Yosef is yisod. Is kedusha v'tahara. He ran away from Nevera by Eshes Potiphar. The kedusha v'tahara is by Yosef. And since whatever he did and whatever he made was with kedusha and tahara, Esther Shelakim Oiseh Herod. I have nothing what to say. Hashem is what he's doing. He showed it to you. I'm just interpreting for you, explaining it for you. This is what they said. When you come back to Yosef, he's a new king. He says, I don't want to have kedusha v'tahara. Move everything away. You can do everything. You eat, I eat. We eat the same sandwiches. We eat the same pastrami, corned beef, hot dogs, whatever they have there. What's the big deal? We're all the same. Aren't we all the same? We live the same. We're the same country, same sky. We share the same... No. We don't share. We share the same sky. We don't share the same values. No, we don't. We're not the same. We'll never be. We're chosen. Hashem chose us. We're chosen nation because Hashem chose us because we chose Him. And choosing Hashem is because Hashem is Kodesh. Kodesh ani Hashem Elokeichem. Kedoshim tiyu ki Kodesh ani Hashem Elokeichem. Be holy because I am holy. That's what Hashem says. And only if you're holy, you're mine. This brings us to this situation that we are here. We just concluded known as a Obama era, Barack Obama era, whatever it means, whatever it's worth. 8 years ago, the world, was stunned, was surprised, less surprised. In the polls showed that he was going to win comfortable, especially by the second term. But we Yidden were very surprised. We learned this forum, Evet Kiyimlach, how's it possible? It shows a very low point of where the Klal Yisrael, where the level of Kedusha and Klal Yisrael is holding. We felt an embarrassment to some extent. Even though for me personally, and for all Americans who grew up, I grew up in Williamsburg, in a big project. 50% of our neighbors and the residents in the building were African Americans, and for me it wasn't a shock at all that one day we had David Dinkins as the mayor, and one day we'll be a president. I didn't even feel that it even. I wasn't personally for me wasn't surprising at all. That's democracy, and why not? What makes you think that they shouldn't? They live with us. They're together with us. We're here already for so many years. Of course, they won an election. Why shouldn't he? But as Elach Yidden, we felt a failure. Something went wrong. Evet kiyim lach. And that's what we heard from a lot of Gedol Yisrael, that something is wrong by us in Klal Yisrael. And indeed, something was wrong that brought us to this moment. Approximately 20 years ago, technology started penetrating our lives. No, we all enjoyed it. Everything became quicker, better, nicer. Momentarily, we got the news, we know what's going on. It helped us a lot. But as time grew and grew and technology became more advanced, we saw that this is a real net. It's bringing us down. It's bringing the nation down. Something is going wrong. Something is wrong. But I don't know. I'm doing business on the same thing. I'm doing business on my computer. I'm doing business on my cell phone. I'm doing business on my iPod, iPhone, whatever it is. I don't understand. I'm seeing this, that, so many good things coming out. How can it be possible? Something is wrong. Something went wrong. You could see the people walking as robots. The eyes of the people weren't the same anymore. People were just whole day dream walking. They come to work late. Oh, I had an affair. I had this. I got up late. I got this. I got stuck in traffic. Flat tire, everything. Tempting headache, migraine. The doctors, I'm going, coming. All the book of excuses came out why he's not performing by davening, why he's not performing by work, why he's not performing in his family. Everybody had excuses, a bundle of excuses. And we were at a very low point. The Kedusha was compromised. And Hashem showed it to us. This is what you want. Hashem took a mirror. He took a mirror and showed this is the way you look. This is the way you look. Look, United States of America, this is your mirror. Here you are, that's your president. We took ourselves together, the Gedolei Yisrael, in America especially, later at the Yisrael followed us up in a different way, different philosophy. They had the same ideas, similar to save Klal Yisrael. And we all remember the big Kiddush Hashem that was in City Field, which 60,000 people came together to yell Shema Yisrael. We didn't even know what to do. But just Ben Shalom, help us, take us out of this mess. There was no real way how to save our communities. Filters was introduced at that point, and some felt that filters would not do any benefits. Filters can be, it can be. You can break the codes, and then you remove the filters. And the Gedolei Yisrael were pretty upset, but that was the best that could be done. And thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of, especially in our neighborhoods, the Haredi neighborhoods, and all over, put on filters on the laptops, computers, phones, iPhones, iPods, whatever the name came out, Galaxy 1, 2, 5, nobody, I don't even know all these names, I never used them. They just keep on putting on, loading down canines and filters. Everybody on a level that he wants to observe, he loads down the filters, and there's better filters. About a half a year later, we all remember the big Siyum HaShas, the Met, the stadium, close to 100,000 people attended. Not all the 100,000 people learned Shas, but 100,000 said again, we want to learn. We want Kedusha. We want Torah. We want to teach us. We love it. We love to be together. We love to see it, to be together with so many Yidden. We love to sing together. We love to, the Kedusha elevated so much. We want to learn. I forget one day, I'm tired the other day, but I want to learn. And around across the world, everybody start learning. And everybody has shiurim. So maybe I can't make it Daf Yomi shiur. I'll make another shiur. A Rambam shiur, and a Sad Mishnaya shiur, and this shiur, and Chumash shiur. People know that we have to start bringing in more ruchnias. Today, and this is probably the true excitement of all Yidden, especially religious Orthodox Yidden, when Hashem picked up again the mirror and showed us where you are now. Legula Yisrael beino imis, says the Gemara, ela harvest gerem bisu. Hashem did not put us into exile for one particular reason. Interesting Gemara. For the converts to come, join us, for converts to join us, these neshamas to join our nation. Let the world see how we are different, how purified we are, how good we are, how our education are. Look, that's why I put you in exile, so the world shall see who you are, and they will want to join you. And we have today, in the mirror, the new president, his own daughter became a convert and joined Klal Yisrael. What a simchas for us. What a happening for us. When Hashem picked up this mirror again, showed us. Look how you elevate yourself when you want. Look how you can. You can be in Kedusha. You can elevate yourself. You can make it more sure Torah. You can. A lot of people ask. Of course, there will be a lot of different approaches to the state of Israel and to American Jewry in all aspects. It will be the legal, judicial system, prosecutor system, and yes, attorneys, everything will be different. The approach on the first mirror was anti-Semitic a lot, hidden anti-Semitic. We're in Golas. Same crime, different sentences. Just if you're Jewish, you'll go this way, and that way. It's just done very elegant, intelligent. Turn yourself in. Quote, turn yourself in. And that day for 25 years, 27 years. While if you're not from a Jew, we'll give you 5 years probation. Don't bother coming down, it's fine. We won't run after you. There was a big difference. There will be a big difference. And the change this is the true change that we will be seeing. But the truth is, Yatzev Kivilis Amim, the Mispe B'nai Yisrael. We Parshas Hazinim that Hashem gives for the countries that take us in as guests, hosts us. He gives us prosperity according to their goodness to us. And as more they are welcoming Jews, as more they will see prosperity in their own life. America, the United States of America, has been very good to Yidden. If you want to see a difference, I'll give an example. 70 years ago, almost 70 years ago, my father came out of the World War II. After 6 years being in Sibir, then in Paris, and then he came to America. Was in the 50s, late 50s. He would be hired on Monday and fired on Friday. You're not coming in? You're not coming in to work tomorrow? Forget it. You're fired. Take a pink slip. For over 2 years he was going hired and fired, hired and fired. 1 week a job, 1 week not a job. That's at the head. You're Jewish, you got the bid, you're Jewish? No. I'll take you in. Oh, you're not working Shabbos? Forget it. You Saturday you're off, you're fired. 70 years later, we stand in the same country. Malchus Shel Chesed. You can work Shabbos, Yontif. You can take off Shabbos and Yontif. You can go to Medrash, learn Shira Torah, Chalamoid, Purim, Shana Rabbah. Pick a Yontif, any Yontif. Esim Hashas. Go. Hashem says go. Look what this country gave you. What privilege this country gave you. We have so much opportunity for observance, to elevate ourselves to Kedusha, to get closer to Hashem, to get closer to the day of the redemption of the Geulah Shalem. The potential is here, the opportunity is here. This is, as we get to thinking and to plan out, and our anticipation, what we want from this administration. Yes, Hashem showed us, you elevate yourself. But we really want to be a Or La'amim. Really want to be a light for the world, wherever we go, to make a Kiddush Hashem in our behavior, in our conduct, in our business, what we do and how we do it. Wherever we go, we should have a Shem Tov. Really be a Or La'amim. How we behave in the street, and how we behave in the homes, how we behave in the public, in the transit, and how we wear and how we dress. And everything should be Yiddish. As my ancestor, the great Menachem Mendel from Rimanover used to say, what is Yiddish and what is Goyish? Anything that a Goy wears or goes, the opposite is Yiddish. If you can buy that suit in a Goyish store, then it's Goyish. If you see a Goy wearing those glasses, it's Goyish. The opposite is Yiddish. We are separated by Yisrael La'amim. We say it every Shabbos and Motzei Shabbos, when we have Hashishi by Kiddush and Motzei Shabbos again. We have a separation from Kedusha, from Yisrael La'amim. This forum tell us the difference between Beis Hamikdash Rishon and Beis Hamikdash Hasheni. What was the difference? The Beis Hamikdash Rishon was very holy, very holy. Beis Hamikdash Hasheni, because Ezra didn't bring up all Yidden from Teiman, it took us 70 years. It didn't come up at once, and some never came up. It was not the Oren over there, and there was the Evan instead of the Oren. I know there were a lot of things missing from the Beis Hamikdash. It wasn't so much Nisim as there was on the first Beis Hamikdash. And they explain why it wasn't before. It's because we had Nushim Nachriyas. There was Yidden there that they were married on intermarriage. And the Kadosh Baruch couldn't put the Shekhinah so down, couldn't accept so down, intermarriage. The Kedusha wasn't so elevated in the Beis Hamikdash Hasheni. Klal Yisrael was still low. They were in Golus. So Hashem couldn't give it full. Achashverosh came in, as we're coming out close to Purim, and said that the nace from Purim came through the Goy that had to marry a Yiddish maidel. The Goy had to marry a Jewish girl. But it was such a... So Hashem couldn't put the Shekhinah so low down. Even though it was a miracle, it was a big nace and we celebrated, but it was low. So we couldn't merit to see the same Kedusha, the same Nisim, the same miracles we saw in the Beis Hamikdash Rishon. As we approach this administration, which we hope will be very humble to us, because he grew up with us, he knows us. In the past, I myself met him about 10 years ago. It was in an arbitration he had with a Jewish tenant, and then he said, if the Rebbe can be arbitrator, you'll be an arbitrator there. It was something very interesting. But everything Hashgacha Pratis. From he was a small child, he only friends and business acquaintance, everything was Yiddish, but Heimish Yiddish. People who are Shoyme, Torah, and Mitzvahs, who observed Shabbos and Yontiv. I said once, he's probably the only first president, maybe only from the only goyim that know what Achnos's Kala is all about. So why? Because as president of the Nasi of the Vadat Sukkah of New York, a lot of Mishalochim, he had a lot of business partner acquaintance, Yidden Charedim, and he used to give tzedakah. So the drivers would come with Mishalochim from Israel and over and solicit money for yeshivas, moizdes, for Achnos's Kala. And time to time he would come and would see what are the waiting. He knew they were tzedakah exactly in their charti. Well, what is Achnos's Kala? And he would explain Achnos's Kala is when a parent is marrying off a child and cannot afford to marry off the child. He's probably the only one who knows what Achnos's Kala is all about, and how we all chredim Chadvar Hashem Shem Mitzvahs, how we go get together to help out a poor girl, a poor boy, or poor parents to make a wedding. He knows so much of us. He grew up with us. He knows everything. I have some which I met. He told me, Rebbe, let me tell you a story. At one point, a few years ago, I had a low moment in my life. He says, Shabbos, I was in Atlantic City, in the casino. Yeah, I had my payas, but I was not off the derech, but I still had the payas and everything. And Donald Trump walked in and made me like this with a finger. You're not supposed to be here today. I heard a first-hand story. A man who knows and understands who we are and what we are. A man who respects us, respect our religion, respect our conduct, our behavior, our heritage. He knows exactly when someone who's here, Shemaim and Ben Torah says something, he means it. He understands exactly what Torah means. If someone walks in, he's not religious, he knows exactly he's not representing Yiddishkeit. He's representing politics, economic, something else, not Yiddishkeit. About 8 years we had liberal Yidden, Nebuch, Tzedek Shenishbi, or not Tzedek Shenishbi, who surrounded the outgoing president who went to Barack Obama. And they gave him ideas, false ideas against the Torah. How should he know what to do? We all know. We live among all the people. What does a guy know? You're Jewish? Yes, of course I'm Jewish. Oh, you have a Magen David? Yes, I have. I know everything. So what am I supposed to do? And they were the ones who lobbied and influenced him to all the left and all the evil. Everything. And a guy is a guy. Baruch Hashem, today we hope that he's surrounded with positive people, religious people, Orthodox people. He knows. He knows exactly. Whoever walks to his door, he looks at him, he knows if you put on film today or didn't put on film today. I had someone who was a tenant in one of his buildings. I think it's a Trump Tower, and he told me that he had a business there. I think it was wedding gowns there. So he made a little bit Medrash over there. He said, everybody's running away. It comes mincha time. Where are they running? It comes afternoon. He said, they're running down mincha. He said, they don't have to go. We'll make a place, like a little room of Hebes Medrash, and all the people want to daven mincha will come down daven him mincha. So he would tell me, not only that he gave that place for mincha, to daven from his own expense, kept that little shul over there in his building, but he would have to see somebody, to talk to somebody, it was a manager or somebody else, and it was middle mincha, he would just come in, sit in the back, put it on a yarmulke, and wait until davening is finished. He wouldn't talk in middle, doesn't disturb mid davening. He just waited out until davening is over, and then he would talk to Master talk. He spoke to Master speak only after davening, understanding what he's doing now. He sat in the back, now I see there in the services. It shows us all how to behave and what to expect. But we all want the Beis Hamikdash Shlishi should be even more good labayis achin yoiser ma bayis rishon. The Gemara says, we want the third Beis Hamikdash, the third temple should be even more than the first temple, more elevated kedusha. We must try to bring more kedusha. And the upcoming 4 years that we're going, let Mashiach come immediately. But if we have to still stay in this Malchus Shechest in Golos America, let's even elevate more. We have better opportunity now, much better opportunity now. Let's make sure that this Beis Ha'achim should be good Beis Rishon. We should be able to have already a leader in Eretz Yisrael, Torah, Kedusha v'Tahara, leaders of Torah should lead our nation. This is what we expect. But we as Yidden have to understand here in America to have Hakaras Hatov for the land that gave us this freedom. Even though in English they never even invented, they never even wrote a word that's called Hakaras Hatov. They tried in recent years, they came out with gratitude. It's not the same. The vocabulary doesn't have Hakaras Hatov. But we have a strong Hakaras Hatov. Strong Hakaras Hatov for this country that gave us freedom of religion and freedom of movement around. And now's the time that we turn the Chesed HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Kadosh Baruch Hu gave this heart, Leiv Melachim V'Sorim B'Yad Hashem. There's no other words how to describe the Leiv Melachim V'Sorim B'Yad Hashem as you can describe the Obama era. It could have been so bad for us. It could have been so bad. So many liberal Jews surrounding him, so many unpleasant people surrounding him. Against religion, assimilated people, assimilated Jews. And every time, just the opposite happened. As we elevated, Hashem told them, send them money for Iron Dome missile. What? Send them money. He didn't even know what he's saying. He just sent them money. Send them this. Send them that. Give them more support. And there goes the Congress and the Senate and gave more support. And he has to sign it and doesn't even know why he's signing it. And the answer for that is why? Lev Melachim V'Sorim B'Yad Hashem. As we elevated, Hashem put the mirror and said, look, don't be afraid. The mirror is right there. And you will see how I will help you. I will help you even in those when you don't have the best president in the White House. I'll help you. I'll give you what you need. I'll provide for you. Get better, and then the situation will get better. Until we reached this moment, as we have this new administration. So we all have to see to make sure that this administration, we thank Hashem, we thank the people who are in this administration, complimenting them for being close to Yiddishkeit, understanding Yiddishkeit. With regret, more than our Israeli political leaders. I mean, I just in the news. I don't know if you have the Haredi news. For the first time in history, that soldiers. We all know that the soldiers get inaugurated by the Kotel Maravi in Israel. This is the first time it was mixed, boys and girls. It was always separate. In front of the Kotel Maravi, the holiest place in the world for Jewish people. It was simple taruvas, without a reason. Believe me, if you would ask Donald Trump to separate for us Jews what we need, he would say, go ahead, make a mechitza, no problem. ready for it. We must elevate ourselves, elevate our people. Kol Yisrael Re'im Zeh L'Zeh. We find, and I will conclude with this. Klei Avram, Klei Yitzchak, Klei Yaakov, we say in the tefillas every day in the prayers. Avram, taking Shachris. Avram, he constituted the Shachris that we daven every day. Because of Avram Avinu, he taught us Shachris. Yitzchak Avinu taught us, he taught us Mincha. Yitzchak Solesiach Basada. As the day goes to the end, towards the end, we'll go out to daven Mincha. Yaakov taught us Mariv. When it's dark, it's night, and we're in Gullus, we should not daven Mariv. Vayulan Shom Balaylo, he slept to teach us. He was davening within Mariv. When Yehuda, who was the king of the Shvatim, Yehuda was the Mifcha Sheb Shvatim. He was chosen to be the king of the Shvatim. After Yaakov Avinu, Klal Yisrael became a nation. They became Shvatim. They became already 12 Shvatim, and they had children and grandchildren. They became very big. They became a nation. But the nation was not Ba'achdus. It was not unified. The nation was not unified enough. They took Yosef HaTzadik and they threw him away. Then the well, and then they tried to. They sold him. When Yosef HaTzadik met Yehuda, we just read in the parasha, Vayigesh Eilef Yehuda, our Sforim, Sefer Chassidus Befrat said, Ein Agosha Eile Tfile. Yehuda, the Melech brings it down. It should say Vayigesh El Yosef. Why didn't it say Vayigash Yehuda El Yosef? Ele Vayigash Elav. To whom? Say to Yosef. Because Elav, said the Melech, is a Kodesh Baruch Hu. Yehuda introduced us to a new tefillah. The tefillah of Haiduah, Hashem, to accept Hashem decrees, even we are in such a difficult situation that we want to take away Binyamin, and I have no excuse what to say. He had the cup in his hand. Hashem, I know it's in a Nisayon, and I'm thanking you for the Nisayon, because I will overcome the Nisayon. This challenge, I will overcome it. That's what Yehuda said. When Yehuda met Yosef, he said, Yosef, we're not the same. Yosef said, why? Why are you not the same? You sold me to you sold me to the Mitzrayim. Because Yehuda said, since we sold you, since those years we sold you, we came together and Noichi Rafti Asanar. We became the co-signer for this boy. We became an Arab. We took upon ourselves to be called Yisrael Arevim Zeluzeh. We're no more ourselves. We're no more every Shevet by ourselves. Reuven, Shimon, Levi. We are one nation. We're different. And for that, Lo Yichel Yosef B'Sapik. He could. If you are a nation, I can't restrain myself. I want to join you. I'm also part of your nation. Ani Yosef. Hashem Echad Moisei L'Mitzrayim. He revealed himself. I'm Yosef. If you're going to be Ba'achdus, I want to be with you. I don't want to be king. You'll be king. And for that, Yehuda V'Zoiche, that his descendant, his great-grandson, was David HaMelech Yisrael, that wrote the whole Tehillim, which we read every day. And whenever a Yid is in a tzara, whenever a Yid is in a pain and agony, whenever he wants to thank Hashem, he takes the little Tehillim aloud and says that Tehillim that we've been saying already since David HaMelech wrote this Tehillim. from Yudah, Melech Yisrael. And for that says already that the Torah that we read, that when the Hashem Baruch says, we read it 3 weeks ago, that Hashem will take Yosef and Yehuda together, because Yosef was the first from Rachel, and Yehuda he earned to be a king by his deeds, his good deeds. But Tzadkim Emeni, he didn't want to insult nobody. Tzadkim Emeni, he said, she was right, I made a mistake. For that, and for Anochi Rafti Sanar, he was Zoichel Malchus. And Hashem will take together Yosef and Yehuda, Chodem B'Yodi, with Nisili Yisrael, and then he will be Nusi B'Nugad Yisrael, as the Navi tells us, and we read in Torah 3 weeks ago. May Hashem help us that we come to this final day as we get into this new transition of coming together. We have good friends, we have brothers and sisters now in the White House we never had before. We have brothers and sisters all over the world which want to come together. May Hashem help that we all come together, and then to come together with our brothers and sisters in Israel to understand we have nothing against you. Please come to us. Join us. Join our Shabbos table. Join our education system. Join our Kedusha. Join our Torah. It's so good. Don't get pulled away. They have nothing but the outside world has nothing but to offer us. Drugs and drugs and drugs and drugs and death and overdose and whatnot, immoral behaviors. There's nothing but to do there. Join us. That's to be called upon our brothers all over the world. As a token of advice to our new president, I don't know if he's going to hear what I have to say, but maybe you can relate one way or another. Our new president is looking to bring jobs back to America. I'm still looking for the workers. I don't see a workforce in America. We should be lucky he has immigrants around here. The Americans are drugged up. Hope the whole wall is planning to build in Mexico will be a very tall wall and a very deep wall all the way down, because the rivers, they're coming by boats and rivers all over, by tunnels. He got to put a lot of walls in there. Got to be at least 10 kilometers down in the ground and in the water, and then 50 kilometers up there. They shouldn't come in and drug up this country. Our men and women and young teenagers and colleges, everything is drugged up. Overdose, underdose, going around chicker. He has to make this whole social media a little bit more understanding to norm, to what life is all about, how serious life is all about, what marriage is all about, what living is all about. He actually has to re-educate this nation that he's in. Because without the new education, people want to keep jobs here. They don't even have to employee won't come in until 5 o'clock in the afternoon and put his finger and says, I was hurt and going for compensation. The factories don't have, they're looking for employees. They can't find employees at the factories. No one wants to come to work. The only works they got is some Chinamen. The Chinese people are coming in a lot, and they're bringing from Chinamen and a lot of Latin America and Russians and Ukrainians, and those are the ones who are running the show over here. They're the workforce in America. So may Hashem help, and we have our bracha and the bracha down for the whole Klal Yisrael. So Hashem should behold him and hold his brain and hold his heart. Should stay with us the whole time that he's in the White House. And may Hashem help him that he has gives the right advice for the people of America and does the right things for the United States of America, for all residents, all who live in America. Our neighbors must have the good education or it hurts us. The Sefer Chassidim says, an interesting thing, that in the Averis that the Goyim do where they live, the Yidden get caught up to it. If you would see a Yid who's a Baal Aveira, he will do the Aveira the Goyim do. For example, if Italy, they shoot people and they do a lot of kidnapping, or in Mexico they ransom or something, or Brazil, then the Yidden there if they're involved, God forbid, in Avera, they will do the same thing. They will go in that industry. If that country is allowed into drugs, narcotics, then the Yidden who fall in there will fall in narcotics. They'll fall into drugs. So we have to look out for our neighbors in America too. And we're really opening up our doors of our schools and education systems and our hearts, our Gimel Chasadim, and all what we have to offer for the whole America to see who we are. The president knows who we are, and he knows exactly. Our hearts are open for the older nation. Come see what we want, what we really are. And then we will all merit to see all nations, as it says, Ki Beisi, Beis Tefilu L'Cholu Amim, Yikol L'Cholu Amim, we say it in the Slichas, that the heart, the Beis HaMikdash, will not only be for the Jews. Silly people, you're fighting to be on the Har HaBayis, you're fighting to keep our home, Ki Beisi. Hashem says the Beis HaMikdash is all for everybody, Cholu Amim. We all know that the Sukkot, we sacrifice the Shivim Porah Chag for the Shivim Imas. For the 70 nations, we sacrifice 70 Karbanis. The Medrash says, I think Medrash and Eichel, that when the time of Beis HaMikdash, of Shlomo HaMelech, every country had an embassy. Every king and every leader wanted to have a place where he come to sacrifice to Beis HaMikdash. He'll have his own palace over there. So everyone, we had a palace in Yerushalayim. All the countries. Not an American embassy. Our president is just a very clever president. He's in real estate all these years. He says, if I'll put now the embassy, I'll pay less. When Mashiach comes, all countries want to buy this. It's going to boom up. I won't be able to afford it anymore. Let's buy now the ground, let's lay ground, let's lay land, let's put embassy right there, right now, so we'll have a place. Smart move. A good move. A good move from a good person. May Hashem help us all to see the Binyan Beis HaMikdash. Good night. Thank you, everybody.